Hey, it's Brandon with another RPG overview freebie. This is the Blue Lotus, but it is pay what you want. So let's take a look at it. It's an adventure that is not too long, and you'll find it on drivethrurpg. I'll have a link down in the description as well as a pinned comment. It says a one-shot adventure for the novice and the master. So it's very kind of having fun with itself. It kind of is written the way that maybe a buddy would be talking to you about the adventure. And it's very personable, I guess I should say. It's got some art here and there in it. And so the basic plot is to find the little Lord MacGuffin and deliver the news. So to expand on that, there is a known and wealthy merchant by Lord Justin Vernard. He wants you to find his son. His son's name is Abon. And Abon wandered off a few days ago in search of the legendary Blue Lotus flower. When meshed into a juice, can cure any disease, especially one inflicted upon his young wife, Ariana. So the thing is, Ariana has gotten better, but his son has already taken off. So all this Lord wants you to do is deliver the news that, hey, she's doing better, come back home and be a merchant instead of adventurer. He'll give you 70 gold pieces and a horse each. And so, yes, to find the little Lord MacGuffin and deliver the news. So it's broken down like this with these different scenes. So the first scene, of course, is at the house where you're going to get all the information about the adventure. You can do some other stuff in the house as well. Maybe you come across a pentagram made of flour in the kitchen and a weird silent cook. Maybe you get bit by a pet greyhound or two. You could try to steal some stuff that's in there or flirt with his daughter or younger son or trophy wife. They're all over 18, okay? So you can see the way it's written. You can also try to talk to the doctor who's looking over Ariana and maybe try to steal some of his vial of sedative liquid. So it's going to be a 2 days trek to the woods to the north of the lake. And so one scene you could come across is the farm of Jerodim the Honest, which is a nice farmer. He grows red beets and carrots. And so maybe he'll let you spend the night there. He's got livestock and hay and stuff like that. He's got a son named Folsom, which he's currently in detention in his room for drinking and eating all the milk and cookies in the house. But he saw Abon going into the forest about 3 days ago, but warns the party of orcs and gnolls. So you can interact here in this area as well if you want to have a big combat scene. Maybe some of the orcs and gnolls show up and you can fight them, or maybe a bull gets loose in the yard and you have to kind of corral it back. Come to find out, the boy stole the cookies and milk for a fey brownie named Thornrush. And if you're able to catch him, because he's going to come back and thank the boy, he'll tell you about a secret entrance to the caves of the Blue Lotus. So that's very helpful. If you don't let him go, he'll turn one of your characters into a goat, which is funny, but not very helpful. And then you're going to have a trekking scene here in the adventure. Earlier on, you're going to decide what season it is, and that, of course, could lead to some issues there with it being hot and mosquitoes, or maybe in autumn it means crunching leaves, which hinders stealth. And you've got an encounter table over here with gnolls and orcs and brigands and stuff like that. If you know about the secret entrance, you can take it. It'll lead you to room number 6 in the dungeon, the Cave of the Blue Lotus, which, of course, is broken up here, and it's pretty cool. It's got a giant grasshopper. It's got a crazy room. A dark cave that's got these blue reflective mineral streaks in it, but it'll cause you pain in your retinas, so that sounds unpleasant. And then there's some traps, orcs, there's a gnoll or two that will try to attack you, and then you're going to have the evil villain, I guess is who it is, or someone without a moral compass. Fado is what I'm going to call him. And so you may think that actually it's his son that's kind of turned around and is the bad guy, but it's actually this fella here. And then you've got his stats. There's a couple more rooms, and then you'll find the Blue Lotus. It's a very small adventure. It'll probably take you, just a night session. So there's a cool little thing on the end scene. Maybe you see a dragon flying overhead. It's kind of like a thing where it leads you on to maybe some other adventures. So it says, what now? My players finished everything in 2 hours. What do I do now? So there's a couple other things. Find another short adventure and stitch them together. Or maybe you can expand on it. So that's pretty good. And then, of course, it tells here the PS. It says, and like I said, that for all pay what you want. If you liked it, consider giving some money through drivethrurpg. And he says that I'm dealing with a few health issues, so it'll be helpful. If for whatever reason you don't want money involved in this or can't, don't sweat it. It's all good. Really keep going on with the good vibes. So I like kind of the feel of this adventure here. And it's got some pre-made characters for you, so that's helpful. Here's the map of the Cave of the Blue Lotus, and that's all well and good. So I do like this Appendix A here telling you what maybe you could do more with the adventure. So overall, a good pay what you want adventure that you have some fun with. It's written well, it's written in a jovial sense, and I think you'll enjoy it. So thanks a lot.